So, hi everyone, welcome to day 13. Now, in day 13, what we will look yesterday and day before yesterday, we experimented with some of the code and we looked out the issues and all sort of those things. Tailwind component, we added that, we resolved that, then we see the errors in the designing part and the refresh part. So the refresh part has been solved. How? By adding the white one thing that sir, watch use polling true. So what this does that every time when I update, it updates the application itself. So now whenever I make the changes and save it, the browser will get updated and you can see the changes. I don't have to restart the server every time. So it will do those things automatically. Now, next thing we will look into the sign up page where we were working, and here what I applied is now these things, and we applied few of the things in the styling. And now let's start the server again and get back to our work. So let's build this project. Today we will focus only on login page. And let's say if this runs, we will go to browser, refresh it, and you will see how it does look like. So we will also, in the meantime, we will see how we can improve every sort of those things. So its page is getting refreshed. We want social connect like this. How we want? We want social connect to be bold. So we want H1. This here we are at certain social connect. So we want this to be bold. So what is there? So let's say class where and let's rename it class as, what is this thing? Title. App title. Let's suppose I rename it as app title. And then I added the CSS with the help of same Tailwind CSS. So we want text that has some size of, let's say, 5 XL. So XL is the size and 5 is the 5 times of that size. And then what we want, text at center. So text center. So let's save this. Now you can see it's updated and it's now in the center, right? Sorry for that. So now we want font family should be different. So what a different font family of Tailwind CSS? Let's look into it. Font family in Tailwind. So these are the different values, and we were how we are doing this? We were doing this through our Figma design. So what's the font family? It is an enter. So let's try this enter. So font dash enter. So let's get back to this and write font enter. So this if this doesn't work, we will go with this sans, and we want text black, font to be bold, then text color should be black, 900. So if we save this again, we will see what's the update there. So text is not getting black. So let's search for black CSS Tailwind. So text black. So let's remove this and let's hope this time it works. Yeah, it's worked, right? You can see this worked images. Image height should be smaller. So let's change the height of the image. So let's say I set it as 300 and this also is 300, and with this there should be a break as well. Now you can see images here, this is here, content can be here. So on the right side we will add the content. So let's look into some uh, tailwind login page template. So we will see into it how we want. Even if you're not using tailwind, you can go with the same design, giving a form a better view like this. So these are the similar things, but we want that type of thing where email and password are there. Yeah, this type of thing could be there, username, password, and we want like this. Let's say I will do, I want to do this and get the code if it's available for free. So it's not free, so we'll look into another pages. So there are multiple things where it is ready. So yeah, this is a simple thing. So let's see how the code looks like. It's creating a section, flow by, sign into account. So this is the thing. This is the class where it is stored. Let's hope this works. Here we will add here. And let me first do this. Now the form part is here. We can see this. So let's see how it look like. So it is there, and instead of that we want it to be right side. And now that part is this one, and what we want it on right side. So align right, items center. Item should be at center, justify content. And this container should be a flex. So let's say we want a flex box. So yeah, it's look good, but we don't want like this. So we will have to edit more. And let's check CSS for container with two columns. Columns layout. So the name is columns, not call. And similarly, I have to make the same for this part as well. So let's make the column like this. So we see this. Something is there as this way. And now, so now I can see this thing. So yeah, it's look good. We have some content. Now sign in into your account. So we want to remove this. Let's suppose. And similarly for this. These positions should not be there. Or let's read about this. Image app class aspect. So it's another name of the class where it's show the value aspect square. And similarly this should be for next thing as well. Or what we want, we don't want these things. We want from the form part. Now till here, these two need to be deleted. We can see. All right. You can see this thing. Now what we want, padding. To rem. Instead of rem, there should be 2. Or let's suppose we want padding. Left tailwind CSS. So it is PL, padding left, to rem, or 20 rem. Let's write like this. So this is here, this is here, this must should be on the right side. I need to change the color of the sign in. There's a button of color which contain this. The dark. So let's look the color of the button. Control C. Now text is black. Not width full. Anything you want to do, this like that. Now this should be in center. Text center. Align center. So these are different things we want. And similarly, the color of this is plain white. So we will do that and then we will add the next things. So your email is must be in dark, right? So it must be in dark. This your email password and this color of should be in white. So let's say we go here in the email, text should be in dark means black. Also with this should be black. Let's suppose this should be white only. And now this input type of email background should be white. Text gray is okay. Now anywhere that is dark, 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 I will remove that. With this dark also I want to remove that. Right. So now email text black, nothing, no number should be there. Similarly, just do for password. Let's write as black. And for this, let's write the class background white. We have to do something more and we will come back to that. First, let's delete the dark part. Then it is also there. It is also there. Remember me should be dark. Forget password should be dark. remember is the ID. This is where it is written. Remember B. Text should be removed. This should be black. And similarly for forget password, the dark part should be removed first, and then text should be black. Or it's a link, so let it be. And now align button in Tailwind CSS. Content center. So let me add that here. Still didn't change anything. So justify self center. So this should be text should be black, and link text should be blue. Same it goes for here. Now let's check for bottom border. Tailwind. So we are doing this part, and now border bottom 8. So we have to start with input first. So border B. So let's remove this border B 2px and border B black. Now we can see 2 is very small. So instead of 2, we set it at 8. It's still small. Let's set it as 18. Let's have 50 pixels. So border V, instead of that, remove PX. Border B4 and border black. So now instead of 4, I can go to border B8. 8 is too much. So 6 is much better. So yeah, B4 is, if this is correct, so let's matches to every input. And that too for button as well. So border must be black. Border 2. Forget password, text blue. Let's get back to coolers. Where we stored our color, and we will design that everywhere we are changing with just changing the CSS. Now we want link of this color, so we will say link should be of this color. Is that visible? So let's say on that we created a mint thing. So we will use this on that part as well as here. And there should be no darker part. All right, don't have an account. This should be a text center 65. It must be regular. Font underline. Now button should have that border. So let's get back to that border part where that is this one. Now we have to move the button to the center and move this class. So this class is known as, what should we name it? Login form. So padding doesn't work. So let's remove that. Now it is looking good, but the content width could be better. So class content in height. You want to set the height as well. And now let's say I want to move this to 3. The height of image now can be increased. But this image doesn't look good, so let's find some another image based on height. So these all are the horizontal scale images. We want vertical scale images. So let's look for that. So 740 by 740. Let's look something better. Let's size. What should be the sizes? So let's say we make it sizes 420 cross 720. Something similar. Well, let's remove this position fixed. Now this content should be in center. Yeah, that is okay. Now this content should be in center and we have to add icon as well. So this is the CSS part which we want to add, and for which class? For login form. So let's add login form CSS. What we want for login form? So we want display again to be flex. Justify content, center, align items, center, padding left 5 rem, let's remove this. So now columns. Column should be mid MD. H2. Yeah, like instead of flex, let's do it a block or inline block. Now similarly padding should be off top. 5 rem. Scale 1.5. And let's remove forget password for now. Now this button login button class is there. We have added this, so let's add similar for login button. That is the thing that is not working. We can even do this again. These things should be similar. It should itself has padding of, let's say, 5 rem. What I found, this submit button is not in any of the div, which is actually making it difficult. So let's add a div here. Class login button. A simple class which has this part here, and then adding it in a div. Till here it doesn't work. Okay, so we missed this thing. And now in the login button, we will add those things. Now we have centered this, we have centered this, we want a break between this two. So yeah, we have created something, right? We have added the image. You can change the image here based on your thing. We have added email, password, remember me, sign in button. Now we have built a UI, but that requires some functionality. So how to take an input from form? So we can go to view, and in the guide we can see the thing. So let's say in the quick start we have seen the count where we set up the keys and all sort of those things. So we see these things. So we will see all of these things, and then we can go to the some let's say creating an application where we mounted this, and you can see the button has this function. So what is this? This is a click button. You can name it to any function, and you can create a method for that inside these things. So we will look into those things. So let's say in a template syntax where we add these things. Now there are multiple things that will be changed, but for now you see we have built a UI for it, but we haven't added any of the functionality working, right? So we have done some part, and you should be proud of yourself that you have built something. So yeah, we have built something in the login page. Similarly, we will build tomorrow. We will build the sidebar function, sidebar component. Login, we have created the login view. Similarly, we will create the sidebar view or sidebar component, and then we will move to sign up view. I hope that is clear. And then by if time permits, we can also look into the function, how to write the sign in button function, how to write the function to take the input from this to send to the back end, and how the APIs work. We will get into those things. So I hope you enjoyed this thing, building this UI. You can select the other images. So I will tomorrow I will come with the other image as well by searching by myself. Till that time, build together, burn together. Goodbye.